I'm so excited to talk about the power of having an offer suite. I think a lot of times we believe that the only way that we can get visibility is from showing up on video. Although I will say that video is a great way to get visible. We also get visible when we launch. We also get visible when we have a new offer. And so I want to tell you strategically the things that you can do right now this week that are going to not only affect and help support your revenue, but also support your visibility efforts. And so, if you have something to write down, make sure you grab these because I think they're going to be really supportive when it comes to growing your business. So, the first thing is that the more offers you have, the more entry points people have to you, right? If you only have one offer, and I'm not saying, let's say you have one signature offer and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that. But where else can we maximize this? Where can you have master classes? Where can you have challenges? Where can you have activation events that are going to pull them in that are going to be very specific to what your person needs? So if you only have one offer, you're obviously limiting yourself to the number of people that can engage with you. But when we add in those other type of activation events, they're going to pull people in. So it is a win-win in the whole situation. Okay. So when we have a well-structured offer suite, which can combine a combination of free and maybe if we only have one offer, right? Or it can be free, low, mid, high ticket, right? So we have a variety of ways for our person to come in to our ecosystem. And that's huge because that means that there is always a place for our person. Maybe somebody's not ready to come into your high ticket year-long membership, right? But they're ready to buy a couple, low to mid ticket items to see how you teach, to see how you present yourself, to see what type of coach you are, to see what type of mentor you are, right? And so this is a great indication of I definitely want to work with this person, or I'm thinking about working with this person, but I'm not quite there to go all in yet. But I do want to tiptoe in and see if this is the right offer for me. So it helps them make the decision. So again, this doesn't have to be a it doesn't have to be a paid product. It can be, but I think the more opportunities and the more avenues that we can give them to coming into our offer suite, the better. Now, the one thing that I love about activation events, freebies, master classes, challenges, workshops, things like that, is that it also builds your list at the same time, right? So you're able to connect with them more than just social media. So when we do a low ticket workshop, freebie, whatever, right, we are going to have more eyes on you. It's going to be a very top of the funnel type of offer. A mid-ticket course, group program, membership is going to keep them engaged and help them see, okay, from this low ticket or this freebie, this is maybe my next step. And then also you have that high ticket, somebody who wants closer proximity, maybe one-on-one time with you, right? This is a true VIP offer that is really going to cement your authority and ensure that they stay in your ecosystem longer. So it's all a win-win. So the more offers you have, the more entry points your audience has to you, right? Which means more visibility. And we all want that, right? So when you're constantly attracting new people at different stages, you're going to become the go-to expert and follow and stay connected. One of the things that I love talking about is being very micro specific in the things that we're selling, because people can much quicker self-identify. Is that the offer I need? Is that what I need right now? Versus if you add, like, give them a whole buffet of things, right? Like, this offer does everything that you need in this area of your life or area of your business, it can be very overwhelming and very confusing, and people may not know that this is right for them. So I like to be very, very specific on that. So instead of launch and disappear, like, oh, I'm launching once a year of this program. Again, nothing wrong with that. However, the more that we show up, the more that we show up consistently, we're always showing our audience, hey, I'm visible. I'm here. I show up even for free. I show up when you're not only when you're paying me, but I show up to show you all of the things I'm an expert at, because if I'm selling it, I'm an expert at that. I'm an authority on that, right? And so we want to do that more and more and more. Number two, a smart offer suite, which I like to call a suite offer suite, it creates more reasons to show up because most people struggle with visibility because they run out of things to say. They feel like they're repeating themselves too much. So, an offer suite and selling consistently is going to give you more of a constant stream of ideas, right? You're always going to have something to talk about. Or if you want to change your content strategy, let's say, for example, this month I'm really focusing on my offer suite success and stream, stack, and scale. So, we're going to be talking a lot about offer suites. We're going to be talking about a lot of those things. My content is going to be themed around that along with visibility. So, if you have a low ticket workshop, and you do, let's say you're live and you're teaching it, maybe it's a low ticket or free, then you can have a call to action to buy the next thing. If you have a course, you can share like behind the scenes story or success story with a call to action to enroll. If you have a high ticket mastermind, you can talk about the biggest shift that your clients get. Right? So these are visibility strategies within the smart offer suite that you can be offering to your audience. So the impact when it comes to your visibility is you're never going to be just posting for the sake of posting. You always have something that you can solve for your audience, right? You always have a way to get them further away from pain or closer to pleasure, whatever it is that they're truly desiring. Every piece of content has a purpose and a topic, and it ties back to your offer. And then people see you over and over again in different ways: lives, posts, DMs, email lists, right? And so it's keeping you top of mind. And again, reminding them all of the things that you are an expert at. And then another thing is that some entrepreneurs get a ton of visibility. I hear this a lot, right? They get a ton of visibility. I'm always live, I'm always this, but they're not actually making an offer. They're not actually inviting them to the next thing. So an offer suite makes sure that your visibility that you're building isn't just for nothing. You're showing up with a purpose. You're showing up, showing your audience what you can do for them, right? I believe in showing up and serving. Yes. Am I going to invite you to something? Of course I am. But also there is a purpose and there is so much serving inside of the content that I put out. So I hear a lot of times people want to go viral. Like, I want to go viral. And a lot of times what I see is people go viral. And you know what happens? Nothing. They get a lot of views. They might get a lot of followers, but they make no money off of it. Now, if you're in a creator program or something like that on TikTok, yes, you're going to make some money off of that. But the real money lies in the things that you offer and the things that you can sell. That's where the real money lies, right? You get 100% of the profits of that. And so if you only have one option, or you only have a freebie, or you have nothing in your link in bio and you go viral, what are people going to do? They're going to comment on your content. Again, you could get money from TikTok or wherever the platform is. However, there's so many more ways to maximize that those views and that revenue potential. Because again, we don't own any platform. We are not guaranteed any platform where we can get kicked off. We can go to jail. We could do all these things, right? The platform can disappear, as we've seen has happened this year with TikTok. So nothing is ever guaranteed. So you want to make sure that you are positioning yourself as the expert in something, and also giving your audience an opportunity to make a purchase at all times, right? So you make more money from the same audience size versus chasing followers, right? So your visibility is maximizing. One of my coaches says going viral in their soul. And I truly believe that. I would rather go viral in somebody's soul than go viral for nothing, just to get some views, just to get more followers. Those are vanity numbers. Just because you get more followers doesn't mean they're your ideal person, right? You also can build a loyal audience that is going to keep buying from you on different levels. It's important to do that. And we can shift from always launching, which I know can be very, very overwhelming for some people. I don't teach launching like that, by the way. Launching is fun around here. I launch every single month, to always making sales, because you always have an offer available. So how can you maximize this? Number one, audit your current offers. Do you have different levels, different offers at different payment levels, right, of accessibility for your audience. Is there somewhere they can come in, like an entry point that makes sense for them? Is there something they can try? Is there an evergreen product? Like, think about all of the things that you have in your offer suite. And then what can you talk about this week that naturally leads into an offer, right? And then obviously, we don't want to waste any visibility. So without an offer, visibility is wasted. Have something at minimum, have something in your link in bio. But it's very easy to, instead of saying, go buy this from me, or make sure you buy my XYZ, say, I talk about this even deeper in Sweet Success, which is my next program, right? That's called seeding. What I did there was just called seeding. Simple. What, if you want more information, if you want what's next, if you want to go deeper on this, check out Sweet Success or whatever is your program, right? And so that's called seeding versus direct hard sell. So your approach and your goal is to stay consistently visible, to stay consistently profitable and top of mind. And again, we're going to go deeper in this inside of Sweet Success. I'll make sure that the link is in the description so you can grab that if you're interested. But make sure these three things are, whether you join my program or not, make sure these three things are a focus, because I know they're going to serve and support your visibility efforts, your revenue efforts, your attracting, your client attracting efforts. And we always want to be maximizing all of those as we go through to run a successful business.